Have you ever felt a place calling to you? Not loudly, but as a gentle whisper. For me, that whisper came from Bhutan, the kingdom of the thunder dragon, high in the Himalayas. I'd seen its dramatic mountains and cliffside monasteries in photos, but it was the stories that truly captured my heart. Imagine a country that measures success in happiness, not wealth. Bhutan's philosophy of gross national happiness fascinated me. I had to see it for myself. The idea of Bhutan became a quiet obsession, a yearning for peace and a different way of living. Bhutan isn't a place you just visit, it's a place you're invited to, carefully protected from mass tourism. Packing my warmest jumpers and sturdiest boots, I set out not for a holiday, but a quest for understanding and a taste of that legendary happiness. As my departure neared, I felt like an explorer heading for a land of wonders. I pictured the scent of pine, the flutter of prayer flags, and snow-capped peaks. This journey wasn't just about landscapes. It was about connecting with a nation's spirit. As my plane prepared to leave, I whispered to the mountains, "I'm coming." My adventure was about to begin. The flight into Paro is an adventure. Drukaya weaving through valleys, wings nearly brushing forested hills. Below, emerald rice paddies and storybook houses dot the landscape. Suddenly the Himalayas appear, their snowy peaks glittering in the sun. Landing is thrilling, but stepping off the plane, the air is what strikes you. Crisp, pure, scented with pine and earth. The airport, adorned with traditional woodwork and paintings, feels like a work of art. My guide, Kinley, greeted me with a white Carter scarf and a warm smile. There was no rush. The pace of life was instantly slower, more deliberate. Driving from the airport, I was captivated by prayer flags fluttering from rooftops and bridges. The world seemed more vibrant. The monks' red robes, fortress walls, and rice fields, all impossibly vivid. Wonder returned, like seeing the world with new eyes. Bhutan isn't just a place you visit, it's a place you experience with your whole being. It invites you to slow down, breathe deeply, and simply be present. Our first stop was Paro Dzong, a fortress monastery overlooking the river. Crossing its wooden bridge felt like stepping into another era. Inside, monks in crimson robes moved through sunlit courtyards, their chants a soothing hum. The air was thick with incense, and murals told stories of Buddhist masters in vibrant detail. Kinley led me into a temple where butter lamps cast a golden glow on serene Buddha statues. The silence was full of prayer, of centuries of faith. I sat, breathing in the stillness, feeling peace seep into my bones. Leaving as the sun dipped, I realized this was more than sightseeing. It was a glimpse into Bhutan's spiritual heart. The Dzong wasn't just a building, it was a living guardian of the valley. That night, gazing at the fortress under the stars, I felt deep gratitude. My journey for understanding had truly begun. From Paro's peace, we journeyed to Thimphu, Bhutan's capital, famous for having no traffic lights. At the main intersection, a policeman directs traffic with graceful, dance-like gestures. Thimphu blends old and new modern cafes and buildings, all in traditional style. The city moves forward without losing its soul. We visited the towering Buddha Dordanma, gazing over the valley, and the National Memorial Chorten, where people of all ages spin prayer wheels and murmur mantras. Tradition here isn't a relic, it's alive, woven into daily life. Thimphu is both a center of government and a place of deep spiritual practice. You can shop for textiles one moment, then find yourself beside a spinning prayer wheel the next. The sacred and the secular blend seamlessly. Bhutan's capital feels like a harmonious tapestry, not a city caught between worlds. The drive to Punakha over Dokula Pass is breathtaking. Panoramic Himalayan views and 108 memorial chortens honoring peace. Descending, the landscape shifts to a lush, subtropical valley fed by two rivers. In Punakha, the pace slows even more, life moving with the seasons and the rivers. The jewel is Punakha Dzong, the palace of great happiness, at the confluence of the rivers. Approached by a wooden bridge, its courtyards bloom with jacaranda and shade from a giant Bodhi tree. Inside, sacred relics and murals tell the Buddha's story. The first king was crowned here in 1907. History and devotion fill the air. Sitting by the riverbank as evening falls, I felt profound contentment. Punakha is more than beautiful, it's a balm for the soul. Here, happiness feels tangible. The valley's peace lingers long after you leave. Visiting smaller monasteries off the tourist trail was a highlight. Young novices in red robes filled the courtyards with laughter and curiosity, balancing study and play. I spoke with older monks, their faces etched with wisdom, who shared insights on compassion and impermanence, not as theory, but as daily practice. One monk told me their purpose wasn't to escape the world, but to cultivate peace and compassion for all beings. Observing evening prayers, the chanting and drum beats resonated deep within me. Spirituality here is lived, not displayed, passed from teacher to student, old to young. The monks were warm, humble, and often very funny. They showed me that a spiritual life can be joyful and full of community. Bhutan's living tradition is kept alive through genuine human connection. These encounters reminded me spirituality is about people, not just places. My final pilgrimage was the climb to Paro, the legendary Tiger's Nest monastery, perched on a sheer cliff. Legend says Guru Rinpoche flew here on a tigress and meditated in a cave. The hike is steep, winding through pine and rhododendron forests, prayer flags marking the way. Fellow pilgrims offer encouragement, creating a sense of shared purpose. The first glimpse of the monastery, suspended between earth and sky, is breathtaking. The final approach crosses a gorge and a holy waterfall, then climbs steeply to the entrance. Inside, a labyrinth of temples and meditation caves radiates sanctity and age. You can visit the cave where Guru Rinpoche meditated, charged with spiritual energy. The climb is both effort and purification. By the top you feel lighter, inside and out. The journey is as important as the destination. It's a true pilgrimage, one that transforms you. Bhutan's philosophy of gross national happiness isn't a secret formula. It's a way of life. Happiness here isn't about wealth, but about connection to nature, community, spirituality, and self. I saw it in families working together, in reverence for the land, in pride for culture and tradition. Happiness was quiet, contented, woven into daily life. This journey gave me perspective, reminding me to slow down, savor small moments, and be present. Peace isn't found in a faraway place, but cultivated within, moment by moment. The warmth and hospitality of the Bhutanese people was unforgettable. Everywhere I was met with kindness and open hearts. Community and mutual support are the true sources of happiness here. Bhutan taught me that we're all connected, and our well-being is linked to others. It's a beautiful lesson in what it means to be human. Sometimes, happiness is simply choosing to be present. As my time in Bhutan ended, I felt sadness to leave, but immense gratitude. Bhutan gave me more than memories. It gave me a new way of seeing and a sense of inner peace. The whisper that called me here became a clear voice of simplicity, compassion, and wisdom. I realized the most important journeys are the ones within ourselves. You don't have to travel to the Himalayas to find peace. You can bring a bit of Bhutan's spirit into your own life. Slow down, connect with nature, be kind, and seek happiness in who you are. My journey left an indelible mark on my soul. Bhutan taught me happiness isn't a destination, but a way of traveling. Thank you for joining me on this adventure. Until next time, may you find your own path to happiness.